thanks for checking out Eskimo TV. I'm your host, Jason Escamilla, and today we're going to be talking about Daddy's Home 2, which is directed by Sean Andres and stars Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg, Mel Gibson, John Lithgow, and this movie was hilarious. I enjoyed it. While in the last film we had Brad and Dusty, played by Ferrell and Wahlberg, having conflicts with each other, in this sequel they are finally getting along as co-dads, and the conflict begins when Mark Wahlberg's dad, who's played by Mel Gibson, arrives and wants to cause arguments between the two fathers, as he doesn't see Will Ferrell to be the best influence. Mark Wahlberg sees what his dad is trying to do, and him and Will Ferrell vow to not allow this antagonist to cause dissension or disagreements amongst them. And as the movie progresses, that vow becomes harder to keep. I think that the actors in this movie really nailed their role. There wasn't one particular character that stood out as the most funny. They were all funny in their own way. And one of the things that I like is that this movie relies mostly on clean humor. This is, I would say, a good movie that you could take your whole family, and I would say the majority of this movie is clean. It doesn't rely on heavily crude humor to be funny. They're just funny because of the social awkward situations that they get in. They accidentally hurt themselves or hurt another character, or some of them just makes a really dumb mistake. There's this one character that likes her AC set to 85 degrees so she can have the window open and feel the breeze. Who likes their AC set to 85 degrees? No one. I've heard people argue like 69, 72, 75, and for like super crazy people, maybe 76, 77. If you're curious, I like my AC set to 72, 74 if I'm wanting to save money. Will Ferrell's dad, who's played by John Lithgow, is extremely funny. He's the exact opposite of Mel Gibson's character. He's very outgoing, enthusiastic, and just to see how this character is so different from Mel Gibson, the contrast is really funny. I like the way that this movie was framed. There's one particular scene where there's this gardening tool that gets out of control and starts eating up all the house lights and ends up falling and severely damaging one of the character's car. I thought that was really funny. I laughed throughout this movie. I wouldn't say that this is going to be a movie that I'm going to be watching again and again in 10 years like Elf, but I definitely think that this is a good movie to take your family, get a good laugh, and have some clean humor throughout it. I'm going to give Daddy's Home 2 a B-. That's what I thought about this movie. If you enjoyed it, like this review and subscribe to Eskimo TV, where you can definitely look forward to more icy and chilly Eskimo TV reviews.